Hey guys, Brian from LP3 Cronus here, and I wanted to do another quick war recap. We were against this, I guess, Spanish clan. We almost doubled them, more than doubled them, sorry. They really didn't use very many of their attacks. I'm not 100% sure what was going on here, but I want to focus on Hogs in this war. We'll just quickly look at the stats. We had 13 3-stars and 10 2-stars, so we're really getting in a groove. More 3-stars than 2-stars. Only 2 1-stars. 82% destruction. AZ was our number one, and we're actually going to take a look at his attack first, just because it really is one of the best attacks of the war, and it's just so unique. So we're going to be focusing on Hog today, and right out of the gate, we've got a weird Hog-Valk combo. So AZ is by far one of our best attackers and best scouts, and he just knows how to get things done. So he's got the clan castle lured there, sent in a couple hogs, set an anchor at the top, drag them all to the side, and starts his very, very wide funnel with 2 jump spells before even taking out the CC. And look at this weird setup. He brings in 3 golems, a bunch of wizards, almost like the setup for a go wipe or for a go wee wee, but with these 2 jump spells to give the golem really everything, genuinely everything. And the reason he's doing that is because Valkyries, when they're not hindered by walls, are unstoppable. Sometimes they have the tendency to get stuck on walls, but as you see here, they just fly over those walls and are ripping through the defenses, especially with those beefy golems in front of them. Unclear why they didn't take the top jump spell there, but now it looks like they are stuck on walls again, and as they are, they're acting as tanks for these wizards. And they're already on the town hall. Valkyries under heal are like giants under heal and are basically impossible to take out. And the key, every single defense, I'm just going to pause here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defenses, all focused on the middle on those 2 golems and all of those Valkyries, which is a perfect as AZ begins releasing his hogs. And back-end cleanup hogs are awesome at this. They're just going to quickly get in, and while the defenses are distracted, take them out. And you'll see these Valks are still up, Golems still up, Heroes still up, and Hogs doing all this back-end work, targeting these defenses while things move through. And just a matter of time, I'll just speed it up a little bit here. A couple of Hogs. I love when he brings a Goblin. Just my favorite thing ever. Ripping through the base. If I had to vote, I would say probably after Hogs, Valkyries are one of the second best cleanup troops. Unfortunately, he's only got 1 left, but again, it's going to be plenty because he's got enough time. King at literally full health, and 1 level 5 Tesla? I don't even know. But that's that, and AZ just killed it. Okay. For our next attack, I'm going to jump down to number 19. I want to jump down to Ethan. Ethan, also an excellent attacker, one of our elders. Coming with a hog attack. It brings 1 Valk, which is cute. I like it. But it just is the same thing as AZ. Simple. Couple hogs to lure, break the entire clan castle, and set your anchor and take him out. So he will set his wizard down there. I would have liked to him bring a barbarian or something, just so that he didn't have to waste 4 troop spaces on basically an empty troop. But, you know, nitpicking here. Sets in his 2 golems, and now watch these 2 golems. And the fact that there's 2 golems here really comes in big, and we'll see later in the raid. So the Valk used to take out the clan castle troops, which is great. A Valkyrie can act almost as a lightning, taking out a whole bunch of troops at once. Drops in his wall breakers. Heroes going in. Queen was not very well protected, so she goes down in about a second. And his kill squad is making its way through the base. And Ethan opts for the 2-finger drop on the opposite corner of his kill squad. And I think the reason he does this is because since his kill squad is leveling out this whole side, it's pretty easy for him to funnel his hogs. As you can see, they split up into 2 large clusters, which gives him maximum heal range. Those hogs are basically going to stay in those heals because he can tell them where to go. And as you can see, he had a heal for that giant bomb. It went off a little bit too soon, but it didn't end up affecting him again that much. Because they're going to get healed up there. A couple spring traps, lose a couple hogs here and there, but they've stayed so well protected that he's just got tons of hogs and nothing to worry about. Speed it up a little more. Plenty of cleanup here, and the raid is done. I really liked the way he funneled his hogs on top. He just knew that they would have to move horizontally across the base, just because his kill squad did such a good job. And that was that. All right, next attack. I want to check out Demon 22. We got another hog attack. Again, this is the Hog War. And something that Demon does that I thought was really cool was instead of another golem, he brings 4 witches, which, as you know, witches act as kind of that golem type character. They can act as a meat shield with all those skeletons they produce, and 4 of them, even only level 1, really do a lot of damage. Or provide a lot of protection, I should say. Again, using a wizard as the luring troop here twice, that's kind of like 8 wasted troop spaces. That really should be 2 barbarians there. So it's just something to think about for time. So he's got his 1 golem, and now he's got his 4 witches. And now think about it. If each witch produces 4 skeletons, actually, I believe it's actually 6. So you already have 24 skeletons. There's no defense that's going to be firing fast enough, aside from maybe that mortar, that's going to be able to take out all of these skeletons. And they're just going to swarm his king and queen and really help out his kill squad here, even though his king decides to take a walk. So that 4 witch strategy, really interesting, and it actually paid off for him pretty well here. Squad has already taken out the clan castle and the enemy king and queen, and now he begins sending in a couple hogs. I think probably to test for a giant bomb there. Not sure why he only did a couple there. But he does split the double giant bomb set on the other side, and I assume he was probably trying to turn defense, but either way, great scouting. He just knew exactly what that was going to be, and that was perfect. And now he begins his 2-finger drop from the top right. He's got 3 heal spells, so this is going to be a joke because that center core is so tightly packed. 1 heal spell in the middle there will just keep everything up. And we'll see what he does. Yeah, that 1 in the middle there, just over the Expo and over the Wizard Tower, just perfectly placed. And he knew that's where his hogs were going to go. His kill squad made it so there was no choice. And then finally, these last 2 compartments, last heal here. And he's got, must have 10, 15 hogs still up, which is obviously more than plenty. So we'll just speed it up. And his hogs dominate. You know, if a base is not built to defend against hogs, they're just going to destroy it. All right. I also this I want to give a shout out to one of our clan members, who's a really big fan of the channel for whatever reason. Joe, who got a 99% 1-star. I'll just show it to you really, really quickly. You know, there was nothing wrong with the attack. He did it right. He scouted it right. Rage spells placed really well. This was a penta, I believe. And just, you know, the cards didn't fall his way. You know, that extra air defense never went down. Could have dropped his king and queen a little earlier. That might have helped, but regardless, you know, when you get a 99% 1-star, it's always nitpicking. So we'll just give him the courtesy of showing that attack. Yeah, it could not have possibly been closer. Queen obviously worked on the wall for just long enough. That 1-star really came back to bite him. Okay, so we got one more attack that I wanted to show you, and that's Dean, a newer member, but great hog attack here. Just going to play it a little bit quickly here. We're running out of time. So sends in a couple hogs, a little standard lure, just like we've seen on the previous few raids. Set his anchor. I like how he uses archers instead of wizards. And he sits down his kill squad, and they'll have no problem taking out the enemy clank. Absolutely no problem. they'll set off that double giant bomb, and he'll now send in 2 large groups of hogs. And again, just perfect. His kill squad was able to funnel the hogs perfectly, just really easily horizontal over the base. He had enough heals to keep him going over all the giant bombs. I know I'm fast forwarding, but he had to heal spell over this giant bomb and over this giant bomb, which essentially saved his raid, and he knew that those were the only possible spots, and that's where he put his heals, and that's why his hogs were able to just tear through this. We'll just quickly fast forward here to the end. And that's that. So I hope this video helped you. Our clan's really getting better with hog attacks. We used to be really just a go Laloon, but now the go-ho is really coming back. So I hope this recap was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.